Okay, fuck it. Motherfuck it. This is my last time making this video. I have tried 3 times. It's not doing it again. I'm gonna do this one more time. Okay. This is a fucking video. Okay, 3 times now. Last time. I don't care if it gets made or not. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. If it does get made, I don't know what's wrong. This is a fucking video on gigolos, and I feel, as a men's rights activist, I would call myself a masculinist. And I would once rejected the term masculinist, but whatever, that's beyond the point. I need to get this out there before it fucks up on me again. And I'm gonna put in the description box a link to my blog. I plan on doing it. I plan on a link to my blog on Tumblr called Masculinism. A New Masculinity, which is basically my version, self-styled version of men's rights activists. It's kind of a takeoff on feminism, which is a deconstruction of gender and evolution of gender roles in America. In this time, it's male-centered in the same way feminism is female-centered, and this is about recreating masculinity, reconstructing male roles in the same way feminism did for women in the 50s and 60s. They created a feminine, I'm creating a masculine. But that's not the point. This is a video on gigolos, which I see as empowering to men, both gay and straight gigolos. It's very empowering to men. It's taking a thing from women, a talent, a power that women once had over men, and it's giving that to men. So it's very gender bending. It's very much something I would consider very powerful, and I support. And it's liberating, very liberating to men. And I think it's also liberating women. I think sex work is very good. There's very many female prostitutes who would do nothing else but sex work, and there are some female prostitutes that can't do anything else anyways. But we're a very anti-sex society. But this is going to mainly be a video on how the males' desire for sex, their pushing of sex, their obsession with sex, their harassment of women in some cases, the exploitation of women has created a double standard and a situation or a predicament where the woman sees herself as being worth money simply on the virtue of her being a woman, and the man is never worth money no matter how good he is or what he brings to the table. It's always her, and you owe it to her. Even outside the situation of prostitution, you owe it to her to pay her. And here are some of these fucking comments. This is from a Lady V. What a waste of money. A woman now. This is the kind of people you're creating. What a waste of money. That is to say, women paying male for sex. Women really don't need to pay for sex. Okay, here's one by the same person. Because even unattractive women can still find a man, a stranger, willing to sleep with her for free. Especially when there's no strings attached. And don't even say that works the same way for men, does it? Because it doesn't. Well, not with men who sleep with women. Men can't just walk up to some random woman and ask for sex, but a woman can walk up to a random man and ask for sex and get it. 9 times out of 10, she says, she'll get a positive response. Now, first of all, think about what this woman is saying. She's saying an unattractive woman is still as good or better than an attractive man, a man who looks good. An ugly woman is as good as a man who is good looking. Automatically, and she can get sex, but the man cannot, for free. The man cannot get sex free. The man should pay for sex. Even an unattractive woman should never pay for sex. So she's automatically as good as an attractive man. Why? On the basic virtue, she's a woman. Because of that, she's as good as the man. Think about the supremacist, prejudicial, bigoted bullshit that she just said. Now, ask yourself, does that sound like the language of an oppressed person or the language of an elite, a privileged group of people, a group of people who is in the upper class of society? This is the language whites had about blacks before the 1960s. This is the language kings and queens had about their peasants. This is the language and other nobles had about peasants. This is the language that the current bankers and corporate CEOs and people have about the lower classes in America now. the people who run this country have about us now. And these women are having that same kind of talk about men. Does that sound like an oppressed class of people? No. You know, and it's also say they were never oppressed. Women have never truly been oppressed because, you know, it's like right now, you know, women are considered, it's a right for women to be in the army or obligation for men. If a woman wants to be in the army, she can. She gets paid the same as men to do less. You don't have to fight in the front lines. She can't. And a lot of that's because of men. Oh, well, she can't do the job properly. And because of that, men are out there, and they're getting their ass kicked while they sit in the fucking sit back at the fucking camp and get paid for free. And the men's out there dying because a lot of men said, well, women can't fucking fight. You're worse than the fucking feminists. A lot of that's because of men. You're creating a lot of this shit. There's a big problem with men. And this is total shit. You know, blacks didn't get out of the army when they got equal rights. In fact, they had to fight for centuries when they didn't have equal rights. That's oppression. Furthermore, this is kind of like saying, you know, blacks can't do a certain sport or something because they'll never be as good as fucking white people for whatever reason. Like NASCAR is mainly a white sport. That would be like some racist guy saying blacks shouldn't be allowed in because they're not going to be as good as fucking white people somehow. That's how this is just as prejudicial as that. And this is what these people are saying. This is hatred of men. And now we're going to read you some more about basically what I wanted to say out. And it's like female comedians make fun of intact male genitals, you know, foreskin. And they say, oh, that looks gross. And they make jokes. So Chelsea lately, that fucking bitch says it. She said it about French man and fucking people she know from other countries and you know, whatever boyfriend she dated and called them losers and freaks. Could you imagine if a man had said about a woman with like large labia or she had an ugly pussy on stage? He'd be booed off the fucking stage. They threatened to hang him. A guy named Tosh Porn O made a rape joke or said something like rape was funny. He was heckled and then he said, well, you want to bet she was raped? And he almost got kicked out the air for making that joke about her. Because she heckled him. That's not just your puppet. He's doing a job. He's getting paid for that. And you stand up, you fucking whiny bitch, and heckle him. You don't like it? Leave. You know? And that's it. And you never see men doing that. And you'll see lately that bitch is always pushing circumcision of children and things. And it's really lame. It's really bad. And enough is enough. Peace, 666.